There you have it, folks. We talked in this hour about the trade treaty, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, and how Congress wants to take $700 million of Medicare money to pay for a deal that benefits the largest corporations in America. Let me repeat that because, as I said during our interview about that topic, the more I think about it, the angrier I get. They want to take $700 million that's budgeted to provide medical care to America's seniors and use it instead to help enrich America's corporations with a job-killing trade deal. And that's supposed to be okay with us? I don't think so. Also, about that trade deal, its drug provisions will actually make medications, prescriptions, far more expensive for seniors and, in fact, for all Americans, despite the fact that Americans already pay far more for their prescription drugs than do citizens of any other country. That's right. So a deal that will make our very expensive medications even more expensive is being paid for by cutting Medicare's budget. And if you're not angry yet, you should be. Now, that deal, by the way, could also be used to sue the United States if it chooses to increase its minimum wage. Egypt was sued under a similar deal when it raised its minimum wage because foreign companies have the right to sue countries that make decisions which cost them money. Now, that gets us to Los Angeles, where some corporate interests were shocked that the city voted this week to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour as of 2020. Now, $15 an hour may sound high if you're absolutely out of touch with the reality of what it means to live on a working wage in this country. Now, Curbed Los Angeles, a website based obviously in LA, took a look at this issue of living costs. And they point out that $15 an hour, if you're working full time, which many minimum wage workers do not do, comes to $31,200 a year. Now, if anyone does what's recommended and pays 1/3 of their income for living expenses, for housing expenses, the other 2/3 for other expenses, where could they live in Los Angeles? According to this analysis, nowhere. It would be unaffordable to live anywhere in the city of Los Angeles if you do as is recommended and pay only 1/3 of your expenses for housing. In other words, even $15 an hour is barely a start. We've got to think progressively, we've got to think imaginatively, and we've got to view these terrific and inspiring victories not as the end of our efforts, but as the beginning. I am Richard RJ Eskow, and this is The Zero Hour.